one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a dear. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
Merry Christmas Eve, everyone.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
Hello, everybody. What's up, Katie? What up, Tennille? What up, Camille? What up, Love Music Forever? What up, Around the Rubber? What's up, Designs? AC in the house. Yeah. Oh, Ocean Breeze tipped 100 notes. Yeah. Trying to get this book, huh? Whoever tips the most gets this book signed and sent to them. Bam! Sorry about that. Hanging up on your wall.
You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah.
You have turned
Merry Christmas Eve.
Your smile.
Filthy animal.
You have all the tender sweetness of a sea.
Oh, what's up, Jessica and Rabdul and Claire, Emily and Shar and Lisa and Michelle and Easy, Franca, Brittany, April, Michelle, Katie, Misha Collins, Don, sup, Mikey Mark, sup, Sarah Elser, sup. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Your soul
You're
is
so filthy.
Mr. Grinch.
Merry Christmas, Desiree. Merry Christmas, Sabrina. Merry Christmas, Brittany. Merry Christmas, Brittany. Merry Christmas, Adrina. Merry Christmas, Franca. All of you.
Stank, stunk,
We are going to read
rotter,
How the Grinch
Mr.
Stole
Grinch.
Christmas.
You're the king of the sinful sights.
Let me know when you're ready for me to begin. Are you ready to hear How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Huh? Comment, 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 comment. Are you ready? Oh, Sade tipped 50 notes. Woo! Oh, Kayla tips some. Okay. You're like, okay. Remember, whoever tips the most gets this book signed to them and sent to them. Yeah. Are you ready for me to start reading How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Huh? Yes? Are you ready? Okay. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. For Teddy Owens. Every who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. Or it could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was too sized, too small. But whatever the reason, his heart were his shoes. He stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Who's, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm-lighted windows below him. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging mistletoe. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically there. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming. I must find some way to stop Christmas coming. For tomorrow he knew all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early, they'd rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise, 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 noise. That's one thing he hated, the noise, 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 noise. Then the Who's, young and old, would sit down to a feast. And they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and feast, and feast. They would feast on Who pudding, and rare Who stew, rare Who roast beef, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand at the least. And then, they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing. They'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing, sing, sing. And the more the Grinch thought of the whole Christmas scene, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years, I put up with this now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. And then he got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do. The Grinch laughed in his throat. And he made a quick Santa Claus hat. And a quick. And he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No. The Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog next, and he took some red thread, and he tied it a big horn on top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old packs. Then the Grinch said, get up! The sleigh started down towards the homes where the homes lay asleep. All the windows were up. White snow filled the air, and all the fools were dreaming sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square, this must stop number one, the old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed out to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only for once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little wool stockings all hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first things to come. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorns, and plums. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch, very nimbly, stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the whole feast. He took the whole pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash, while the Grinch even took their last can of cool hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, the Grinch, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. And the Grinch grabbed the tree, and he started to shove, when he heard a small sound like coo of a dog. He turned around fast, and he saw a small hole. Little Cindy Lou Who, who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter, who got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking my Christmas tree? Why? When he heard a small sound like coo of a dog, he turned around fast, and he saw a small hole. Little Cindy Lou who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter, who got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking my Christmas tree? Why? But you know that the old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought of a lie, and he thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, afraid Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one shot. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here. And his fib fooled the child, then he patted her head, and he got her a drink and sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And then the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Then he did the same thing to the other Who houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's houses. It was 9:15. All the Who's still in bed. All the Who's still asleep when he packed up his sleigh. Packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load up to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh, pooh, to the whole he greenishly hummed. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open for a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo, boo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, and I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hands to his ears, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sound. Why, the sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry. Then he stared down at Whoville. The Grinch poked his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or the other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without packages. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And then he puzzled for 3 hours, till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a stone. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say, that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed through the load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he even himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. The end. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Yes. That was How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, whoever tips the most gets this signed by me. I will sign, send it, deliver, and it'll be yours. Okay? That's how this works. I hope you guys had a good time listening to my story. I watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas 10 times in the last 4 days. So I need to say good night to the Grinch. Remember, whoever tips the most, I will sign this, and I will send it to your house. I'll even kiss on the part about the mouse. Oh, hey. Merry Christmas to you. Hello. I am great Jim Carrey voice for the Grinch. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. So, everybody, we're going to start singing some Christmas songs. Are you ready? Are you ready to Christmas carol? Caitlin Compton looks like she's ready. Are y'all ready? Come on, y'all gotta come in. Who coming so I can see you coming. Everybody, I want you to meet my lovely guitar player. This is Eric.
Hey, everybody.
He is from Whoville. He is a Who.
That was awesome.
You
did a great job.
Oh, thanks,
I
man.
felt like a little kid. I did.
Like, I feel like people, when they read The Grinch, that they just kind of just, like, you know, do it regularly.
awesome.
Okay, listen, we gotta sing some songs. So we only got 15 minutes left. Isn't that crazy? We gotta sing some songs. Okay, we're gonna do Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Okay, I studied the Michael Bublé.
I didn't say it.
Can you say it? Dang it.
Bublé.
The Michael Bublé. Okay.
Bubble.
The Michael Bublé version. And, I made my own little rendition that's kind of like a little bit funkier. Okay? Here we go. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart beat high. From now on, our troubles will be outside. Yeah. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in the days, happy golden days. Lord, faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Ha! Woo! Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hanging, shining stars upon the heights high. So have yourself a merry little Christmas time. Oh. So I hope everyone's having a good Christmas Eve, that is. If you're in a different country,